About 9 months ago, I made my second video essay on this channel. It's a long, drawn-out, hard-to-watch amateur video that is 17 minutes of me just toilet bowling around points that aren't really relevant to the topic at hand, in an attempt to present an argument that the entire genre of street racing games is dead. That video got 70 views, which frankly is more than it deserves. The audio sucks, the editing sucks, the jokes don't really land, but the core point that I was trying to make, I still agree with it. That old genre of street racing is dead, and I don't think it's coming back. Illegal street racing was hot in the early aughts because of the release of films like Fast and Furious. The films featured over-the-top modifications on cars that were goofy and flashy, body kits, underglow, nitrous cans, crazy vehicle wraps, and it was fun. And this translated to video games phenomenally well. We got some of the best street racing games of all time during that era, namely Need for Speed Underground 2 and Midnight Club 3. All things end eventually though. Car culture shifted away from insane mods and over-the-top cars, and vehicle manufacturers generally stopped making enthusiast cars to instead focus on more fuel-efficient, safe, regular cars. You do still get the occasional sporty offering here and there, things like the new Supra, GR86, and I guess the new Prelude with an asterisk next to it, but not at all in the same way as we did back in the 90s and early thousands. With that shift in car culture came a shift in racing video games. Instead of over-the-top flashy arcade racers like this, we mostly get semi-realistic driving sims like this. And to be honest, I think the entire arcade racer genre peaked with Midnight Club 3. There you go. That's the whole 17-minute video condensed into a few sentences. Hey, yeah, man, make sure you drop-kick that subscribe button for more long-winded rants that could have just been an email. Yet I stand by what I said. I miss old street racing games. I miss having loads of customization options for each car. I miss taking a piece of shit car like a 4,000-pound Chevy Bel Air, turning it into a viable race car with over-the-top styling because it was fun. I miss the controls and vehicle handling being unrealistic. I miss abilities like slow down time or rev your engine loudly so pedestrians move out of your way. I miss the camera going so insanely fast that you have nanoseconds to react to turns and traffic, but since the controls are not focused on realistic car mechanics, you can handle it. I miss pressing a button to just put your car on two wheels. There's no reason for this. It's generally not going to help you in any way, but it was fun. There is a place for realistic driving sims, absolutely, but we already have Assetto Corsa for that. Slap on a VR headset, hook up your Logitech G29 that you found in a GameStop dumpster like I did, and Assetto Corsa has everything else beat as far as realistic simulators go. What I want is a goofy, over-the-top, fast-paced racing game that lets me modify cars in insane batshit ways while not focusing heavily on dumbass story and just letting me have fun. Oh, would you look at that? Forza Horizon 6 just came out. So I'm gonna be real. In my search for the next arcade street racing game that will top Midnight Club 3, I have avoided the Forza series. I have not played a single Forza game, either Horizons or Motorsport, because in my mind, these were just Microsoft's answer to Gran Turismo. There's nothing wrong with that. I love Gran Turismo, but I'm not looking for another frustratingly difficult realistic driving sim. I'm craving an over-the-top arcade racer. Horizon 6 piqued my interest though for one reason. I'm a fucking weeb that's also a massive car nerd, and I love old Japanese cars over all others. The goofy-ass K-cars and trucks, the JDM offerings that we never got in the US, the wild Japanese car cultures like Itasha cars and Bosozoku or Kaido racers, right? Having the game set in Japan is smart because it's the car culture mecca that started the street racing genre. All of us chopped unks that grew up with that rise in the family era of car culture, or the why is this glorified Corolla better than every other car in Japan anime that put Eurobeat on the map, we want these cars. So is Horizon 6 that next over-the-top street racing game that I've been searching for? Is this finally the answer to Midnight Club 3? No. No, it isn't. But it's so close, dude. I need to preface this by saying I am absolutely in love with this game. Like, it's phenomenal. It does so many things right. It's gorgeous, it's fun, it's engaging, and I absolutely see myself sinking easily over 100 hours into it. but it's not quite what I was craving. I wanted a breakfast scrambler, but I got an omelet. Do you know what I mean? The core ingredients are there. We've got the eggs and the cheese, and there's some veggies thrown in there, but every bite of an omelet kind of tastes just like the last, right? I was craving the chaos that comes from not knowing what to expect with every eggy bite of a breakfast scrambler. The game is incredible, and it's certainly over the top in a lot of ways, but it's still lacking that street racing charm that I've been seeking out since the mysterious death of Midnight Club. The camera still makes cars feel slow. The customization options are damn near non-existent on most cars, although the vinyl editor is phenomenal, so there is at least that. Like, I was able to make this weeb-ass Itasha wrap for my AE86, and this incredible masterpiece of a wrap for my Skyline, so, that's been super fun. But then you drive the cars, and they all live in this strange middle ground of feels heavy and realistic, or feels way too light and unrealistic. The game just isn't quite what I was looking for, yet it's on the cusp of being the ultimate racing game. It's so close, dude. This game starts like most car games. A small selection of cars is presented to you like it's Professor Oak telling you to pick your starter Pokemon. You make that selection, you get in your shiny old car, and bam, the world's your oyster. Start racing to make money to either upgrade this piece of shit or buy something new. That's such a good method for street racing games, Just like my starter Pokemon, I become attached to my starter car. I want to upgrade it so it stays viable throughout the early game, maybe even viable through some of the middle or late game. I want to make it my own and make it faster and have that special "this was my first car" attachment to it. Give me that piece of shit Civic and let me build it into a viable race car. Horizon 6 kind of just throws that out completely. Like, you pick your starter car, I went with the Celica, and the game goes, hey, nice pick, man. Hey, by the way, you actually own all 3 of these now, and you can just switch at any time. I get it. Each car handles a different type of race. It's a method of not locking you out of any content from the get-go, but my starter car just isn't special to me. It's just the car I'm going to use for one dirt race before I pick something else. And the game just showers you with money for every little thing you do, so it's not like you would have been locked out for that long. I never even drove the other 2. I did a single race in the Celica, bought a Civic Type R, and then I was just on my way. The game showers you with new cars constantly. You hit a few mascots on the side of the road, here's a free car. Drive around the open world and find some new locations, good job, here, have a car. Finish some random race that you stumbled upon, hey, you got a car for that one. Spin the wheel. Have a free car. Spin the big wheel. Here, you got 3 cars. At the time of this writing, I have around 80 cars in this game, and I only actually sought out and bought like 8 of them. This feels like a strange thing to complain about, like, oh no, the game about owning and driving cars is giving me too many free cars. I know, that sounds stupid as hell. It's awesome how many cars are in the game, and it's awesome how generous the game is about just handing them out, but it's almost overwhelming. It's like modern games are so focused on giving the player everything that they've forgotten how to make players want something. In older racing games, every car is special. You worked your way towards it. You grinded through races to buy it or unlock it. You saw that Skyline at the dealership during the early game and you said, dude, I can't wait to level up enough and make enough money from racing to finally afford and race that bad bitch. Horizon 6 is like, oh, goody. Oh, look at that, my 4th Skyline. Just throw it on the pile with the other cars that I'm probably not going to drive. It's just almost too generous. I feel like I have nothing to work towards in this game. I have very little incentive to go out and make money because the cars I want are just going to be handed to me for free anyways. It just makes the cars feel disposable and cheap. I am not attached to any car in this game like I was to my starter Eclipse in Midnight Club 3. Except for my Carl Skyline. That's the daily that I putz around the overworld in, but it's only a fun car that I'm attached to because I put in the time to customize it, not because it's the best or because I worked hard to unlock it. It was a free car that I unlocked from doing something. I don't even remember what I did to get it. The game just gave it to me and I decided to modify it. There are currently 600 cars in this game, with more on the way. That's incredible, that's awesome, but it also means that I don't really care about any of them. The game is starting to feel like a bloated Steam library instead of a car collection. I have hundreds of things in there that I have access to, yet I play the same 6 things repeatedly. Then you have the races. Man, in a game about racing, it's a problem when I kind of avoid races. I've been having the most fun in this game driving around and just exploring Japan, you know, doing the little speed trap sections, drifting sections, the insane take your car off ramp sections, stumbling upon the barn finds, destroying the mascots, and whatever else is on the overworld for you to explore. The actual races, they're getting old kind of fast. The first few were fine and fun, but they kind of all start to feel the exact same. Oh look, it's another circuit course with super tight turns and one straightaway. Oh look, another sprint through the highway in small towns that allows you absolutely zero freedom to deviate from this predetermined course. Don't you dare miss a checkpoint. Don't you try to find a shortcut. Racing is all about following the rules. Listen, I understand that racing in real life is just this. You can't go full throttle nitrous into a wall at 180 miles an hour, slam your opponent to slow down, and then do a slow down time Tokyo drift through a turn without touching your brakes. In a realistic race, yeah, you gotta slow down and make a tight turn, I get it. But this game tiptoes the line between realistic driving sim and arcade racer to the point where I can't tell what it's trying to be. It's like this game is afraid to go too far in one direction or the other, and it makes the game feel like a bipolar experience that doesn't actually know what it is. You can slam your car into a wall at 160 miles an hour to quickly turn, and there's no penalty for doing that. It's a viable strategy in most races. So that's more arcadey. You don't have a nitrous boost or little abilities to quickly speed you up in a pinch, so that's more realistic. You can rewind time if you make a mistake, and there's no penalty for doing that in a race. It's a welcome feature, but that's more arcadey than sim racer-y. Some cars will lose traction and spin the hell out if the tires touch a sliver of grass. Fairly realistic. Alright, I mean, dude, okay, hold on. Spoiler for this game. Skip to the time on screen if you don't want one of the coolest things in this game to be spoiled for you yet. You got time. Dude, just skip ahead. All right, you ready? Dude, you race a literal Gundam in one of the wristband challenges. Your car versus a giant mech. This was so fun. This was so unexpected, over the top, and arcadey as hell. That's what I want. Give me more of that, dude. The point is, I can't tell what this game is. I can't tell if it's an arcade racer or a driving simulator. The simple answer, I suppose, is that it's kind of both, and it's beautiful, and it's fun, and it meshes together well, and I adore it, but I would still argue that the game lives in this strange superposition between arcade racer and driving simulator. Forza Horizon 6 is probably the best modern racing game I've ever played, and yet that somehow makes me miss games like Midnight Club even more. Horizon 6 proves that developers can build enormous, beautiful, and engaging maps for their games about cars. They can build a game with realistic tuning, incredible physics, hundreds of cars, and seemingly endless amounts of content, yet nobody is willing to lean into a racing game that's just over the top and stupid, and that's kind of what I want. I'm pleased with what they made. I'm happy with this game. I don't regret buying it for full price, and I never buy full price games, but it's just not quite what I'm craving. I want a stupid racing game. I want hydraulics. I want absurd over-the-top body kits. Give me a button that lets me drive on two wheels just to style on people. Give me nitrous. Give me unrealistic nonsense. And do it not from EA. And that's all without even getting into the fact that the story is mid to non-existent. And you can't skip it. You can't skip the atrocious dialogue, and every human that you interact with is an awkward, overly nice, and non-offensive robot. I don't go into a racing game for the story, so I'm not too concerned about those things. You go watch one of the other 50,000 videos on this game to hear more about that. Regardless, the answer is no. This is not the game that dethrones Midnight Club 3, at least not for me. But it is, without a doubt, the best racing game that I've played since 2005, and I'm having an absolute banger of a time with it. Easily a 9 out of 10 game that I am looking forward to sinking more time into. And I guess, I could sit here and bitch about this game all day and sing its praises and then complain about it and sing its praises and complain. Just go play it. If you like cars, if you like car game, it's worth playing. It's really fun. I guess, that's all I've got for this one, I guess. Thanks for sticking through it with me. This is a weird one. I don't really do game reviews usually. It's more analytical looks at things, but it's I just really like this game, dude. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Actually, hold up. I do want to mention one more thing. The detail in this game is so impressive, dude. Like, I gotta sing their praises a little more. In real life, I drive a 2021 Civic hatchback. I drive a Civic Sport. The closest thing in the game to my car is a Type R, so naturally, I bought the Type R and I painted it to look like my actual car, you know? Look at the interior. Compare this to my real car. This is a picture of my actual car interior. This is crazy. It's such an awesome level of detail, dude. Even the little boost gauge works, and it looks just like mine in real life. It works the same. Like, if I go into the cockpit view, it's like I'm just commuting to work, but going really fast. It's great. I love this game, dude. Give it a shot. All right, I'm out. All right, see you in the next video. All right, one more thing. I swear this is the last thing. If you do want another good look at this game in a different light, I gotta shout out my boy 1997 Mazda RX-7 FD Type R over at Ball Creative. His video about this game is what led me to actually pull the trigger and buy it, and he makes just some awesome points on things that I didn't touch on because I didn't want to make a copycat video to his. I gotta make my own video. Give that a watch. I'm gonna plop a link to it down in the description. All right, with that, I'm actually out of here. This joke of like ending the video and coming back is it's done. Thanks again for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Family.